Oh yeah, new goodies. Not much variety this time, but still fun stuff. Want to make sure they're all nice and cleaned up. Start with this one because it's pretty much all from the same rock. And I wish I would have picked through the pile a little more to see if there was more. But I will be going back. Oh yeah. Now this, all this stuff was told as Washington rhodonite. Had to take it. This guy's got slabs all over his yard of like tons of different material. Yeah, there's a little bit of different kind of staining there. I think it's whatever oil he was using. Some of them, they look kind of ugly like that. We'll see what it looks like when we polish it up. I bet you that'll come right out. Surface junk. This was the first piece I saw in the pile. It made me want it. Doesn't really show the pink on the camera. It's pretty pink in person, that's for sure. See if we can piece it together, huh? Never polished any of this myself. We're gonna do that tonight, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Dig in the mixture. I only got 3 different types of stone from what he had. I didn't have much time, and I didn't want to take up too much of his time. I was being picky. Oh yeah. This one's pretty thick cut. They're all different sizes for thickness. That's okay. I'm not complaining too much. See, this one's all kind of stained out. I'm hoping all that comes out, all that brown. Pretty brown on that side. We'll find out. I'll start with the little tiny piece and see how we're going to tackle it. So I got 3 different types of stuff, mostly this rhodonite. I wish it showed the color in there. It's pretty pink. Looks almost white on my screen. But I got the rhodonite. I got some Picasso jasper and porcelain jasper. So this rhodonite is Washington, from where he told me. The Picasso jasper I do believe is from Utah. Could be wrong. And the porcelain jasper is from Mexico, Oh, that's a nice one. I like the mixture right in here. Might start with this one. I wish I had the little brown staining on it, but just to see if it would come out. But I will be going back for more. He's got piles of stuff all over his yard, and from many, many different places. So I hope to be a big purchaser of all the things that he has. Yeah, this one's real stained up. That's no fun. Hopefully it comes out. Yeah, I don't know exactly what kind of oil he was using. It's okay. We'll manage. This one's like the thinnest cut so far. See the difference on that side versus that side? Alright, we'll set this particular one on the cabbing machine. I'll play with that in a minute. Let's check on this porcelain jasper. Yeah, I did buy a few other chunks. Well, some other stuff. Oh, squiggly jasper was the other one that he told me I got. This right here is the porcelain jasper. I only found a little bit scattered throughout his yard. He had a few pieces that were inside his shop he didn't want to sell me, which I understand because they were pretty cool looking. Hey, Mike. Hey, Spot. Let's find it. Oh, that one's cool looking. Fractures in there. Let's look at this one. So, the guy, he has plenty of slabs throughout his yard, and nowadays he just makes spheres. So what he does is he cuts down and slabs everything out until he gets his nice little cube that he wants, and most of what he has left over he just kind of piles up in his yard. And this is what this is, just little slabs of goodies that he's probably not going to do anything with. He doesn't do much cabbing work anymore, so I have taken it upon myself to see if I can purchase whatever he has for slabs. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is pretty. I'm digging the purple. This doesn't show as purple on screen. There's a little bit of red right in here. It's like a red jaspery. Hey, Delilah. Yeah, I'm going to be for sure going back and picking through his piles a little bit more. I didn't have much time on Sunday to go do it, but I was still happy to get some goodies to bring home. The rhodonite for sure. I'm happy to get some of this stuff. Rhodonite. A little stained up, but it's okay. For sure, they gotta get cleaned up. Ooh, this one's cool looking with all the spots in there. Look at that. A little polka dotted. Hey, Jackie. Let me turn it up. Oh, that's why the microphone's set improperly. It's on the other camera. I got two set up right now, so that's the camera the microphone is set on. Sorry, everybody. Oh yeah. Pretty stuff. Really like the spots in here. Alright. And I forgot the name of this particular rock. If anyone can tell me, I would much appreciate it. Oh, zoom. There we go. I've already forgotten. Alright, let's take a look at this Picasso jasper. I got a lot of it. Okay, that's a little much in there. I'll wait on it. Interesting, Jackie. I appreciate the information. He called it India writing script or something. I can't remember what he said. The other ones I do remember. Let's take a look at this Picasso. Now this particular one's not a Picasso. I just saw the dendrites and I wanted to take it, so I added it into the pile. And he said there was two types of Picasso in here. It was like a darker one. I don't know. This one is really nice. I like this one. I got them from a lapidary acquaintance that has many rocks and slabs throughout his yard. I originally bought my used polishing Nova wheels off of him. They were slightly used and they still work amazing. When I was over there buying the wheels, I was looking through his property trying to find slabs and little cuts and whatever he had sitting around to purchase, and I kind of set up a deal to buy a whole bunch off of him most recently. I've been waiting for the past month to actually go over there and buy them. And he's got a lot more goodies. Oh, that's a good one. So here's a very special one that's probably going to be a road trip. It is not a Picasso Jasper. It's nothing anywhere related to all this. This particular stone is probably about 5 hours away from me, but I've always wanted to find it, and I've been to this area many times before, and I've never found it, only because of poor information. This piece is from somewhere near Burrow Creek, and it's a purple agate, and I've been trying to find it. Well, that doesn't look too purple on the screen, but if you were to see it in person, it is pretty purple. So I'm going to try and find a little piece from all this Picasso. That way you can polish it up. I got a little piece of rhodonite set aside. I know I had one little slice I wanted to polish, and it might still be in the bucket. I don't know where it went. But I did make sure I didn't only get slabs, and I did buy a nice chunk. Actually, two nice chunks. Some more of that Picasso stuff. This one actually will fit my slab saw. Alright, let's switch over to another one. I only found 2 slabs in his yard of this stuff, and he called it squiggly jasper. Oh, that's cool, Jackie. I don't know if I've seen dendrites in them, but then again, I still have not found any. Now this squiggly jasper I want more of. And if he's got it in his yard, I am going to buy it. There's too much character going on. Come on now, camera. And because I couldn't find any more slabs, he did have a chunk that will fit in my slab saw that I plan to make more slabs out of. Now it does feel a tiny bit porous, so I don't know how well it would polish up, but I do believe that it could be treated or stabilized in a way that would polish up very nicely. I'm happy I got the chunk. What else we got? Is that it? Yeah. So those are pretty much the materials I got. Let's see what we can do for a few cabs real quick. I think we'll try and make a little cab out of this. A little bit of Picasso. And the other piece that I started with today, had a little piece of rhodonite. Probably cut off a little bit. I'm thinking like right in the top here, doing something with the black and the pink. And what else do we, let's see, maybe we'll do just the 2 for now. Everything else is a little big and needs a lot of trimming. But I am going to trim those down. Let me clean up my mess real quick. Alright, before I actually start, I'm going to go grab some more water for my cabbing machine. Sweet. Oops. Y'all want to see something pretty before we actually start this? Pretty amazing. It was a fun purchase. It's going to be stuff for people's jewelry that they lost stones, or some of the stuff I'm going to make, you know, little bits of jewelry of my own. Check out this tray of beauty. Isn't that fun? They're all backed cabs mostly. I mean, not all of them are. Let's see if I can pick this thing up without spilling everything. But most of it is too tiny for me to even want to work with. Yeah, the only reason I bought these is for like people if they had a ring. I could find one stone within this that is close to a match that's bigger than the bezel that's on the ring, or a pendant, or what have you, and slowly work it down until it fits back in there, and then, you know, make sure they get their piece of jewelry back to wearable. I kind of separated most of the big stuff that I'd actually want to work with right next to this dime right here. I mean, these are all the bigger pieces that I would actually work. Stuff like this, I mean, it's a little tiny for me to want to try and use. I mean, maybe some like really dainty baby earrings, something like that. I don't know. I don't like working with tiny stuff like that. And this to me was the funniest cab I have ever seen. I don't know if I could. I'm not going to try and zoom it in. I don't want to drop it. But look at that. Little baby turquoise cab. What am I going to do with that? That's a toothpick top. Alright, let's cut some of these up. I don't have a camera on my trim saw, so you just have to wait while I cut a little bit of each of these off. and then we can get to cabbing. This one's pretty thick, so this one might take a little while. We'll start with the rhodonite. I want to start with the rhodonite. The Picasso jasper I have polished before, so we might not do this one. I got limited time tonight, so I'm trying to make it quick. But the rhodonite for sure. And the staining, I want to see how it's a little darker right here. I want to see if it's going to come off. Some of these were stored in a whatever type of oil he was using. I don't know what it was, but there's a lot of slabs in there. I would need to like completely scrub down before I even know what the material is, because they look like, it almost looks like motor oil on some of them, which is okay based on a visual effect, but if it soaks into the stone, it's not that great, and it's not really good to use motor oil. Alright, let's start with the rhodonite. I'll cut it up real quick and bring you a little cab back to start with. I want to try and get like a half and half. More of this black material that's in here, and a little bit of the pink stuff. And I'm going to cut off a little corner right here where this staining is, just to see if it'll come up. I am going to turn the audio a little further down, just because this thing is going to get a little loud. Does it smell like dirty oil? Nope, it smells like dirt. Let's make sure my trim saw is plugged in. I do have to work on a customer's piece of jewelry in just a little bit. I gotta get cracking on it. Oh, sorry, it might get loud. You might want to turn your audio down for a minute. Alright, here's our little tiny piece. Do a little rectangular rhodonite cab. And this will be a dual test because I can already tell that the inside is much more pink. It looks white on the screen. I wish I could fix that. I put new lights in here. I'm happy I have great lighting, but it doesn't work for close-ups. Alright, let's try it out. Let's plug my cabbing machine back in. One more thing I gotta purchase. It's a nice long power strip for all my goodies. My tools. Alright, we got power, we got water, and we got rocks. That's all we need. Let's make it happen, Captain. Cool. Well, I'm happy to know that it's only a surface staining. See if I can bring it in. There we go. It looks really white. I would turn my light off, but I don't think you would see anything. But you can see, hopefully, the darker spot right in the middle that hasn't come up. So I'm happy that it is only a surface stain. There's the little bit of staining on the backside. And you see how brighter it gets. I'm very thankful for that. Cool. That means the rest of it's not going to be a waste. I wish you could see how pink this stuff is. Never polished any rhodonite before. This is a first. So many things I need to cut and polish. It cuts nicely, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to set this one aside for now. I can't show you the coloring in it currently, based on my lighting. That one was just more of a tester piece spot, but yeah, I'll probably keep it that kind of rectangular shape. It's not a completely true, but still fun. Alright, let's find a different piece of this Picasso jasper. This one's a little thick. I know it's going to take a while. Let's find a thinner cut. This is the thinnest piece I have, I think. Hey, rock twister. I wish I had more belts for my expanding setup. I could only find four different grits. I have a 220, a 320, what's the other one? 400, and then a 1000 grit for my expanding drums. I couldn't find anything else. Hey, Soul. I was hoping to keep this all as one piece, like one big giant cab. I like the fractures that are going through it. Just trim a little bit off the edges. Keep the rounded top a little bit. Let me see. We're gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna find something else if I can. Alright, we'll do this one. We'll cut just a little bit off of here. I do want to make that one whole cab. That would be cool. Not much of a dome to it, more of a flat face on it. Alright, we'll save that one. Okay, I'm going to go trim a little bit off of this one. So you might want to turn your audio down for just a second. Alright, that's enough with the noisy part. Here's what I got for a little piece. Let's see, get a little wet here. I don't think that side would be good. I think this side would look better. This one's going to take a little bit. I already know this stuff is really hard. It takes a little bit of time. We'll let the 220 wheel be the judge of that one. Yeah, I like free forms as well, Rock Twister. Let's see how this one comes out. It's just kind of literally random cuts. Make it happen, Captain. Let me clean my glasses off first. Forgot how much this stuff smells like a campfire almost. Well, to me it does. Oh yeah. I love this stuff. So much character in it. I might not sell a bunch of these. I was thinking of doing a slab sale coming up soon. I might keep these for myself. Come on, you camera, zoom it in. There we go. Plenty more shape up to do. All right, let me swap this wheel out real quick. I got my 3000 right here on the end, and I need my 1200 there. I think it's good enough to move it on. Just a wee bit. No, Delilah, not just yet. I'm still pondering the idea. I have plenty of slabs for sale, so to speak. But I don't know when exactly it might be. I have much to gather still. The supply is not the problem. It's you know, all the little tools and pieces I might need to actually, you know, finish it up. I'm thinking about it. Plenty of slabs, that's for sure. Alright, y'all, let's, I'm gonna do the last little bit on here. Let's run it with a little bit of cerium. And then I gotta call it quits, sadly. Sad to say it. I got a few things to handle. Let's make sure we at least get some shiny stuff in here, huh? I know this thing's probably still got cerium in it, but I want to put a little extra on. I didn't fill up my spray bottle before I actually started all this. I should have. Yeah, put my mask on real quick. I should have had it on most of this time, but yeah, not as shiny as it should have been. It's okay. We still had some fun with it. I gotta figure out a better order of process for this particular bit. Still fun. Not as shiny as it could be. It looked better on the 3000 wheel than after the cerium. So I think there's a little bit of undercutting. Very microscopic. But it's okay. This is just a fun piece. Easily fixable later. I have many more supplies and tools I still have to buy, pending the type of stone we're working on. Alright, y'all. I'm sad to say it, but I gotta call it quits. I got more stuff to take care of. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for coming. Take it easy.